All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, you see this artist in front of you right now. He goes by the name of Lil Xan, and he made a terrible mistake. I'm just gonna call it what it is. He did an interview with Revolt TV, I believe, and they asked him what he thought about Tupac's music, and he thought he was being cool and giving the answer that the kids wanted to hear. He was like, yo, Tupac's music is boring to me. Big mistake. I've told you guys in the past, I met Lil Xan at a show. He had a mask on when I met him. He didn't show his face. It seemed like a kid. That was the thing I took away from it. It just seemed like a young kid that on camera looks a little older than what he really is. When I met him, he seemed like a respectful kid. All right, he was very respectful to me, and I'm probably like 7-8 years older than him. He was very respectful. I asked for a drop or two just in case this dude popped off. You know what I mean? He talked to his manager a little bit about his career and his progression. That was pretty much it. Now, I want you guys to understand how these kids think in their world, because I'm close in age to some of these kids. They don't really care about lyrics in history. They care about turn up, get high. And they're not close. Like, we're the first, like these kids, if you're like 21, 22, or a little younger than that, 17, 18, and you were born in like 99, 2000, a little past that, you don't really know a lot. Heck, I was like 2 when Tupac died, or something like 2 or 3 when Tupac died. I was mad young. I remember it. I remember that day, actually. I was like 4 years old, actually. I remember how crazy of a event it was and how crazy of a day it was. I remember all my family going to the newsroom. But like I said, if you're anything younger than, younger than me, you really don't know what the hell went on with Tupac, his legacy. All you've done is hear people talk highly about this man. Now, here's my thing. Lil Xan, you got to learn, bro. Some questions, no matter what you think deep down about, you just got to learn how to deflect. I ain't saying you got to lie about it, but just say what needs to be said to get through the interview. That was a dumb answer. How can you call Tupac Shakur maybe the most revered man in rap? If you don't like his music, that's one thing. You called him boring? Let's make it clear. Tupac was a lot of things. One thing Tupac was not was boring. Hell, I could make a case that Tupac's life was a little too turned up. That probably led to his demise, right? You can't call somebody like that boring. You gotta understand, Lil Xan, you don't have a place in this culture if not for a guy like Tupac. Period. For good or for bad. You say what you want about his music. You don't exist musically if not for Tupac. And I just think it's incredibly hypocritical for somebody like a Lil Xan and his whole wave of generation to not do any research on the rappers that came before them, because they get mad at people for not checking out their music. But in the same token, you guys don't do any homework on artists that came before you, and that's what led to Waka Flocka saying, yo, Lil Xan, you're banned from hip-hop. All right, God of rap, hip-hop, etc. Tupac Shakur. Waka said, Pac helped me get through my childhood. Shit hurt to see the youth disrespect, man, that paved the way for all of us, literally. I hope nobody overlooked my accomplishments when I leave. By the way, Waka, you're not Pac. Respect is everything, never forget that. But let me give Waka his credit. He did start a wave. Like, he was the start of that Chief Keef era before Chicago got popping. A lot of them looked up to Flocka and how he did it. Let's make that clear. All right. T.I. later said, so be it, to Waka's comments about banning Lil Xan from hip-hop. And these artists have banned Lil Xan from hip-hop. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean Lil Xan can't rap or make money anymore? No. Nah, that's not what that means. He's going to go to his kid audience and be a kid. But could this impact his career in ways where a lot of artists ain't letting you come out on their sets and your trajectory is you can't go certain places or get certain looks? That could really happen. Yes, for sure. I think there is a lack of respect from guys like Post Malone, Lil Xan, all these white artists, tattoos, clearly use hip-hop as their platform, clearly use hip-hop features and hip-hop venues and hip-hop everything. The hip-hop presence is clearly there. You clearly use them to start your career, and then when it's time to pay homage, the lack of respect is just there for the culture, and so be it. Whatever comes with you in your career, so be it. Lil Xan, I'm not going to kill you like a lot of other people have already killed you. You've got enough of that today. My little measly platform is just not going to tackle on too much, but you got to learn how to answer questions better than that, bro. Tupac is a legend, and no matter if you liked his music or not, boring? in the concept of Tupac doesn't make any sense to me. Mr. Taliaferro TV, and by the way, it doesn't make any sense to guys like Waka Flocka or T.I. who strongly don't like that disrespect you gave their legend Tupac Shakur. Thank y'all for the time. Let's support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. Does Lil Xan have a point? Do you think Tupac was boring or his music was boring? Comment section below. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.